The Swift County Courthouse was built in 1897. It's just a fantastic building. We're very proud of it. It really is one of those rarities that it hasn't been modified in the exterior, but we are facing some brick tuck pointing and some issues there that really we need to address. And it's not throughout the entire building, but it's in various areas that we need to address that. This front porch area, one of the things we're finding is the flat roof is actually leaking and starting to deteriorate, so doing some repairs to that's becoming necessary. Right now we're in the boiler room at the Swift County Courthouse, and the two boilers behind me are actually Kiwani boilers from 1977 that we've been having issues with them cracking and just failures with now. So the county actually had a study commission about 2 years ago to look at what it would take, what should be done with the HVAC system in the courthouse, and that's what started us looking at the building study here in the county. One of our vaults in the county courthouse, and this is actually one of our only two-story vaults. We're actually in the basement level right now. Some of the issues, I mean, this is pretty minor, more cosmetic spalling of some overlays they did over the years. One of the things we've been having problems with down in this vault in particular is some mold issues. We did do some installing of a dehumidifier to help keep that in more anti-mold humidity level. So paper records, a couple different things. We have tax lists. We're required to maintain both an even and an odd year in every decade of the tax records for historical purposes, genealogy reasons. We also have, for example, our original commissioner books. So if you wanted to go back to day one of the county commission, you could actually see their first meeting that they met. So we maintain some of the older records down here. We do have some of the newer records upstairs to make them a little bit more accessible. Kind of next steps, what we reviewed with the board yesterday was what the architects found in kind of some building deficiencies, space deficiencies, and what they expected growth-wise into the future. Next step is now to, they're going to take that information and kind of figure out how much space we may or may not need in different areas, and then they'll move into the schematic and pricing. What the cost would be to do those various projects. And then at the end, we'll hopefully have a list of potential projects the county may consider in the future and kind of prioritize so that as we move into future years, we can take those on. And certainly the plan, we're hopeful, is not, a next week plan, but, kind of outlooks for the next 10 to 15 years on what the county needs to take on for its various buildings and spaces.